Okay, what's up? What's up, y'all? All right, so we live. Peace to everybody that's going to come in the building. Wow, this is an exciting moment for me. I get to break down the book a little bit. All right, let me do the invites. So for everybody that got this book, The Introduction to Magic and Divination, this is going to be a chance where I just actually break this book down a little bit. I think I'm going to start doing a little bit of sessions like this. This is the first time that I actually did this right here. You know, I'm having a little learning curve myself. You know, where I'm doing my best to put this together. You know, have a stable way to present the knowledge to y'all. And also, you know, just articulate the information in the way I want to articulate it and have fun at the same time. All right, so shout out to you if you coming in the building. What's up? 747-24/7, 361 degrees. Can I get a share, please? All right. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to break down this book today. This is the Introduction to Magic and Divination. So while we got a couple more minutes before, you know, everybody lay down and do what they do, you know, I'm gonna break down this book a little bit and what it's about and why it's called The Introduction to Magic and Divination and why it's called Master Key Application 141 and what this is all about. All right, so if you have any questions about this book that I put out, now is the time to ask. All right, so if you can hear me loud and clear, just make sure say yeah, I can hear you, so we can continue with this build. What's up, Jamer? Yeah, if you can hear me loud and clear, just say I can hear you loud and clear. You know, I want y'all to have a good informative build on here. All right, and I'm gonna talk about a couple things in reference to the mathematics and what this is all about, in reference to the Introduction to Magic and Divination, why this book is called The Introduction to Magic and Divination, and why it's associated with supreme mathematics, or what we call supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics. All right, so I'm happy to be a part of your situation. Thank you. You know, I'm happy for you to be a part of mine. Thank you. You say you can hear me loud and clear. That's cool. All right. So I appreciate a couple invites, a couple shares, a couple shares. I appreciate that. You know, so I can build on a couple things and I can talk about the moment. All right. So yeah. So yeah, this Master Key Application 141. All right. So the reason why it's 141 because the 141 represent literally the chosen ones. They represent those that are lost but found. They represent those that you know, count themselves down and out sometimes. That's what the 141 represents. All right. In a sense, these are the people that have the blessing of the knowledge because, you know, they're growing. They're growing. All right. So I'm doing my best to do some invites in here. I haven't did any invites or no shares. So I appreciate if somebody does that for me. You know, I put out this book a couple months ago. And I said that this book right here is a must-have for everybody. Why is that? Because more or less it gives a synopsis of what the Messiah Code is all about. You know, what I be talking about in reference to the mathematics. You know what I mean? And just how to apply it in life. Now, it's many applications in here in this book that I'm going to talk about, all right? I'm going to talk about, you know, in the beginning, which is the 131. It starts out with the beginning, which is the 131, and then I bring you into the 141, which becomes the 151, all right? I talk about that. And this is really like it represents a code, All right, a code of how one's mind operates in a certain sort of way. All right, that's what it represents. Just like it's a binary code, it's a quaternary code or a quinary code also. All right, or a tri-code, it's a trinary code. It's a couple type of codes on how the brain operates or how the universe operates. All right. So I think I'm almost done my shares. Shout out to Daryl. I finally got brother Daryl in the building. Shout out to brother James Duffy. Shout out to Wade. What's up, Wade? Yeah, I got my peoples coming in. So, all right. So this is a book that you must have. This is a book that you must have, ladies and gentlemen, gods and goddesses, kings and queens, emperors and empresses. All right. It's a reason why I say you must have this book, y'all. It's a big reason why I say you must have this book. Because it's like more or less this book is like a map on what I share with y'all every day. It's like a map on what I share with y'all. So, you know, this is the beginning of it, and this is how you would define principles of this book. All right, you got knowledge, wisdom, understanding, freedom, justice, equality, food, clothing, shelter, love, peace, and happiness. And these are your 12 jewels. All right. Then you got 13 being magic. All right. And this breaks down different parts of this book and where the verse is at. This book is on verses. All right. If you want to find something in this book, you'll find it dealing with verses if you ask something about it. All right. So this right here, I'm going to start it off before we move forward. This is the body right here. All right. Somebody asked me, well, what does this body represent? Why is this body so important in reference to the Codex and what it's all about? All right. I'm going to tell you why this body is so important. Because this body literally represents a grid network on how the mainframe operates. Okay. Now I told y'all we came into a new age, which we call information. We come into a new age, which we call information. Everybody gets information. All right. Everybody makes something happen in reference to order. That's what this is all about. So this network right here represents a body that everybody is on. Everybody is a part of this body. Everybody is literally a piece of this body. All right. Everybody is connected with this body in some sort of way. Why is that? Because literally everybody has been born under a number. Everybody has been born under a number. Everybody has been connected under a number. That's why the math is so important when it comes to this. All right. So let me continue. Look, when I move forward on this book, I'm gonna say some stuff. I'm gonna move straight to the mathematics to y'all. I'm gonna move straight to the math so we can just cut to the chase and we can just talk about the mathematics. But let me read this to y'all so y'all can understand what the Messiah code is. Because a lot of times people asking me what the Messiah code is. I'm going to read the 1 through 31 for y'all finally. I'm going to read the 1 through 31 so people can understand what the 1 through 31 is about. I'm going to read verses 1 through 31. So if anybody ever asks me again, what is the Messiah code about, I will point them into the direction of what time location this video is located in at this designated point. All right. So here we go. All right. So it says this. The Messiah code is an archive of information that is and has been and will be moving throughout the mainframe for an eternity of what we call time and space. Verse 2. The greater consciousness of thought, the hard drive of self-awareness. How can I explain what the Codex is? Verse 3. A combination of all matter and antimatter. In actuality, you can consider it a combination of all things. We call this the network, the tone of the universe. That was verse 3. Verse 4. All right. The greater perception of reality, tapping into the frequency of the Everliving to become a master student so you can become a master teacher. Verse 5, y'all. If I never ever read this book to y'all, I'm giving it to y'all right now. And I'm gonna tell you why this book is worth something. All right, and I'm breaking down verses 1 through 31 so y'all can kind of get a synopsis of what the Messiah Code is all about. Verse 5. This means that you have to base your life upon learning. It is no day or no minute that you are not in a realm of learning. Every aspect that you will learn throughout this program will be a point in a geometrical shape that you create in a pathway of life, coming into the source. All right? You see that 1, 2, 3, starting from the dot. Verse 6. When you move from point A to point B to point C, back to point A, you actually create a geometrical shape, or what we call a dimensional reality, a sigil of destination, and the progress of learnt behavior. Verse 7. You are a Messiah type, leader or savior of a particular group or a cause, and never let anyone tell you the different. That means you have to step up to the plate and be a leader. Verse 8. Show perseverance in what you do and diligence in the things that you dream to be. The idea of this is to tap into your uniqueness. Yes, you are unique. And to know the special qualities that you possess as a Messiah type genealogy. All right. Now I'm breaking my book down. I'm reading from my book, which is the Introduction to Magic and Divination, the 141 Hand Manual. All right. So it says this also, verse 10. These are the building blocks of Messiahship, and every block represents a degree in the temple that you are building. It represents the foundational keys to open the doors of a monumental temple. Let me proceed. All right, so verse 11, it says, you have to make the foundation strong, so when the storm comes, you will not be shaken. Verse 11, that was a verse 11. Wow, the kingdom. All right, verse 12, the mind, the body, the soul, all are aspects of the temple. All three are one. 1, 3, 1. Verse 13. The threefold reality that you will tap into, and the greatest tools you will have will be that of the Messiah Code. To decipher reality and rewrite the mainframe consciousness. Learn the code, know the code, and be the Codex. Verse 14. Where do you want to take your mind? That is the greatest question that I'm asking you right now. Verse 15. The mind is really the soul. Soul is the experience of expression, inward and outward, the creative force of will. They call this Hua. 16, verse 16. And if one is able to take his or her quest to the next level, they will become what they truly are, the Messiah or hero of their world. And with the power of great leadership, we will be able to save the planet. Verse 17. The Codex is one of the greatest tools that you will be able to utilize in your life. It's just up to you to know that you are great. It is up to you to tap into the power that you have. Verse 18, the Messiah Code, all right, is a motivational tool but at the end of the day, it is about self, and that's where the journey is leading, towards self, truly. Number 19, verse 19, the greater you, the greater destiny of what you are becoming and growing to be, the inner being. All right, verse 20. Now, this is from the book's Master Key Application 141. Verse 20, all right? The one that is calling out to the outer world. The only way to escape the matrix is to be called, and you must know your calling, your purpose of life. Verse 20, we are more alike than what people know, and this is a template designed to formulate one's own stance on reality itself. Verse 20. This is the Messiah code. Become the Messiah you already are. Become a great person. Become what you truly are. And never let anyone stop you from transforming the ideas that you have inside yourself. This is the greatest thing that you have, which is your creativity. Verse 23. The Messiah code is not related to astrology or numerology. It is a mainframe consciousness compared to that which you would consider to be a computer. Computer, now, an electronic device for storing and processing data, typically in binary form, according to instructions given to it in a variable program. That's what computer means, y'all. All right, verse 24. It says this. There is no more Christianity. There is no more Islam. There is no more Judaism. There is no more astrology. There is no more numerology. There is no more Buddhism. It is only the network. Period. Verse 25. It has a code that is updated every first, every second, every minute, every hour, anything that you consider to be time itself, but it is essentially data. Data is another word for DNA. Data. All right, verse 26, we almost done, y'all. We almost done. Verse 26. All right, this is the 1 through 31. Know the 1 through 31. Everybody should know the 1 through 31. So when you look at the code, this verse 26. So when you look at the code, like I said, you got to apply it as heroic qualities about yourself. Now, like I said, if I never broke this book down to y'all, or y'all never read this book, I'm reading it to y'all now. All right. So now, verse 27. Now, I break down every number from 1 through 31, and they have a special quality and recognition to the reality that we are living. But what you must understand, excuse me. Yeah. All right, verse 27, I'll say that again. It says, now I break down every number from 1 through 31, and they have a special quality of recognition to the reality that we are living. But what you must understand truly is that your mind is the computer that is tapping into the greater computer, which is the source, the architect. Construct the goals of happiness. All right, verse 28. If you want to call this God, well, the architect is the one that creates the plan for the building. And we are building right now. Facts. Verse 29. But the Most High God is the architect for the plan of the building, the temple of the spiritual body, the shell. Verse 30. It has been called by many names throughout time and space. Now we call it the Messiah Code, or Codex, the mainframe consciousness that is linked to the mental reservoir. Okay? Verse 31. What we call the source, or any name considered to be a verb, action, movement, and progress. This is an example of what the Messiah Code is, y'all. All right, so peace to everybody that's coming in the building. I never really got a chance to break my book down like that, and you know, it's a lot of people that sponsored me or sponsored the movement and actually got this book. But you know, it's certain things that I want to break down in reference to what this stuff means and how important this stuff is and how educational it is for your mind. All right. You got to apply these things, man. First of all, this is called a master key application. Every book that I write, it's not a book. It's not a book at all. It's a program. So it's called a master key application, literally because you got to apply it to your life. All right. It's applicable to your life. That's the prerequisite of this book, or it's not a book, of this application, is that it has to be applicable to your life, or it's not worth it. It's not worth what I'm doing if it doesn't apply to your life. So yeah, this is called the Messiah Code. And it's about invoking leadership. And it's about bringing out the special qualities and you tapping into that God force within, or what you call the ancestors, and bringing that out. That little voice or that great voice. Yeah, that's what it's truly about. All right, in reference to what the Messiah Code is about. So let me continue on. So now this is 777 right here. You see this? 777. All right. You got 14, which equals 7. You got 13, which equals 7. Then you got 31, which equals 7. All three are 1. So you might ask me, well, why does this equal 777, Lamel? All right, well, 14, we moving by the square. And I'm going to take you back to ancient Egypt, because the hieroglyphic symbol for the universe, or the metal nature symbol for the universe, is a square. All right, so I'm going to take you back to the square, or take you back to the 7. All right, all 3 and 1. Listen to this. So 14 times 14 equals 196. That's 7. 13 times 13 equals 169. That's 7. And 31 times 31 equals 961. That is 7. All right, all 3 and 1. And that equals 21, or 1221 frontwards and backwards, which again is the Codex of man and woman. All right, so let me continue on. All right, this book right here, like I said, it has a lot of stuff in here, man. It has a lot of powerful information for people that really supports the movement and really that's connected with this information. You know, I worked hard on this stuff. I'm gonna fast forward to a part that I want people to get that I haven't really broke down in this book like that. And this is what, all right, I'm gonna break down this part in the book. I'm gonna break down the magic in the book. With the magic, I'm gonna break down the magic in the book, and I'm gonna break down how to use. First, I'm gonna break down how to use the magic, and then I'm gonna break down the mathematics. I'm gonna go back to the mathematics. All right, let me go to the magic part, because a lot of people got this book because they was concerned about the magic, because they wanted to utilize the magic for what it's worth. All right, so let me do this. So the first thing is, you got to know the 7 principles, or the 7 days of the week. If you're going to know this magic stuff, you got to know the 7 days of the week, which is Aglu, which is Sunday. That's what today is. It's Aglu. All right, and then you got Kathukfin, which is Monday. Then you got Istatar, which is Tuesday. And then you got Yashulet, which is Wednesday. And then you got Afoy, which is Thursday. And then you got Sabub Watathor, which is Friday. And then you got Sawulf, which so happens to be Saturday. All right, these are principles that y'all need to know. If y'all want to know about magic, period. If you really want to know about these things, you need to know these words. Today is Aglu, period. That's the focus of today. All right, that's the energy that surrounds today. All right, no matter what, that's what this day resonates on, and that's how we measure time throughout magic, or what we call love, because the greatest magic is love, y'all. All right, because you got white magic, black magic, divination, and sorcery, and the greatest is love. All right, that's the greatest magic of them all. All right, so I'm finally, for all the people that support me, that got the book, that's cool. For all the people that don't got the book, I'm giving y'all a sneak preview of what this book represents, and how you can learn from it, and how you can utilize it for your life. All right, so you need to know the 7 principles of every day. I told you we in the age of information, period. So it's 7. We on the 7. Get on your 7, y'all. I'm bringing y'all back to the 7, period. Bringing y'all back to the 7. I know y'all was real fancy when y'all was on the 9. Don't worry about that. All right, we still connected up. We still connected up, because the 9 is the 90-degree angle, which is the 7. Facts. All right, so let me build on here. All right, let me continue to build on this science, and let's talk about this the mathematics and what people need to know about this. Know the days of the week. Aglu, Katukfin, Istatar, Yashulet, Afoy, Sabub, Watator, and Sawul. Know your days. All right, so today is Aglu, right? And I'm going to give you just a way to apply this. Now, these are Hermetic principles also, or principles that go back to Tahuti, all right? Or the Houthi of ancient Egypt. But these are really ancient principles, y'all. They go further back even before Tahuti, because they represent the numbers or the primes, how they connect up with life itself, all right? So it's just personalities, how they manifest, all right? And these are numbers, all right? So let me break this down. So today's focus is the mind, all right? So it's the mind. Look at this. The shell is mind. The universe is mental, all right? This is Aglu. Everything exists. Everything that exists is spiritual, program. Matter is densified spirit programs. Spirit is just refined experience. All is just energy. The shell, the substantial reality underlining all the outward manifestations and appearances which we know under, over, in, and out of the universe. This is soul. It's undefinable, but considered as a universal living mind, the ever-living. So this is something to concentrate on, y'all. Shout out to Brother Charles. Thank you. This is something to concentrate on when you think about Sunday. I want y'all to think about it. If y'all think about magic, first of all, you got to know the 7 principles in order to utilize magic. If you don't know these 7 principles, you can't really utilize magic, because that's the balance. So this is what you realize. You realize the shell, Aglu, the shell, which is Sunday, right? The shell is mind. The universe is mental. Everything that exists is spiritual, is spirit programs. Matter is densified spirit programs. Spirit is just refined experience. All is just energy. The shell, the substantial reality underlining all the outward manifestations and appearances which we know under, over, in, and out of the universe, is soul. It's undefinable, but considered as a universal living mind, the ever-living. All right, so that's one thing that you concentrate on Sunday in reference to Aglu, which is the mind, the mental. All right, now we'll go to Katukfin, which means as above, so below. Real simple. Katukfin. All right, listen to that word. So you say, man, as above, so below. That sounds really hard to say it in one phrase. But in a sense, this is what it means. Katukfin. This is what the ancients took the word or the principle to mean. Katukfin, meaning as above, so below. All right, so I can go on and talk about this stuff. I'll break that stuff down later. Y'all know these principles. Y'all should be connected with these principles. Istatar, other things like that. Yashulet, and everything like that. Afoy, and Sabubatathor, and Sawuf. All right, it's something else I wanted to break down in this book though for y'all. Is the mathematics. All right, no. I'm gonna break down how to use this magic thing first of all. All right. So those are the principles that you utilize in order to open yourself up for this magic on how to discern. All right, you utilize the principles. Once you read that stuff and just master those things, just read it over and over again till it becomes part of your being. Literally, that's the best way I can tell you to do it. Verbatim is cool, but it's best to just read it over and over again and then exercise it so it becomes part of your being. All right, let me tell y'all this. Another thing in this book that I want y'all to get. Let me see. All right, let me go to this part, which is the Urim Thummim. All right, the cards. This is one of the most importantest parts of this book. All right, this is one of the most importantest parts of this book, y'all. This is one of the reasons why it's called the Introduction to Magic and Divination. All right, but I had to give y'all the supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics in here because everything is a maxim of law, literally. Even how you discern numbers is like a maxim of law, because it's how you judge things, it's how you feel things, and how you connect with life. So that's why it's a maxim of law, and it's a combination of these things which makes you basically program or create reality. All right, so listen how this breaks down, y'all. All right, so the Urim Thummim, you have 41 cards. You have 41 cards. You have to make these cards yourself. Now, they're very easy. I told the Zodiac, I told the tarot card people about this, about how, I was going to create my own deck so people can utilize a easier way to divinate, and they can't, so, they don't have to draw them elaborate images, or they don't have to relate on going to any type of store to buy these things. They can actually connect up their self. And also, they not utilizing them forces of the Tarachi, of the tarot card system. They're utilizing another system, okay? Now you're going to say, really, Lamel, they're utilizing your system? Well, I'm living and breathing. Those people that created the tarot card system, they're not living and breathing now, all right? And you don't know who these people are. So in a sense, you know who I am, all right? And you can, and everything that I have learned, is applied in this, all right, in reference to divination. All right, I went through many schools into that, many schools. All right, so everything I learned, essentially, I crystallized and put that in here, so you can be able to utilize it at your discretion. Now, you don't know, Pamela Smith, you don't know, Arthur Wade, you don't know those people that created the tarot card deck system, but you know me. Hopefully you know me like that, or you can get to know me. All right, so yeah. Now, like I said, on here, you got cards, man. Now with these cards, you got reverse cards, and you got some cards that are straight. You just draw these and make your own cards. Everybody should have their own deck. Everybody should create their own deck. Here's the cards right here. If you don't know how to divinate, or if you don't know how to speak to the elders, I'm going to tell you how to speak to the elders. Get the book, right? This is what you do. Get the book and write down every card and cut it out yourself. Look at this. There go the what's the name? The fortune for it. That's Nazuf reverse. Now you just write it out, draw it out, and cut it on a piece of paper. And you can flip over cards yourself. And then you ask the elders questions. And it's going to blow your mind. And it's going to blow your mind, and see what happens. All right? Real talk. That's the only thing I can tell y'all. Now, certain images like this right here, which is Shadar Kuf, you can't, it has no reverse. When you put it in the mirror, it doesn't change. All right? So that's magic right there. That's why it has a certain destiny. All right? Shadar Kuf, which deals with partnership, and it so happens to come in verse 112, which is partnership. All right, so that's the magic of numbers, and that's just the magic and sequence of life itself. All right, I break this stuff down all in my book. All in my book, man. This is a way, like, I never shared this with y'all before. I'm sharing it with y'all, man. I'm sharing a way for y'all to discern. Now, a lot of people like the Tarachi or the tarot card system. I'm giving y'all a new system, man, and this is a good system to utilize. All right, because listen, like I said, I'm living and I'm breathing, and I'm right here. I'm right here. And I'm going to tell y'all, good spirits and bad spirits, I know these things. I've been through Louisiana. I've been through different places in California, Los Angeles, where they did magic like this. Real magic, man. For real. And I know about this stuff. So, like, in order to connect with this was a blessing. That's all I got to say. It was a blessing. All right. So, the greatest magic is love. Okay. So you can draw these images. You can draw these images with your hand. It's not really something that you have to go get an artiste to do. You can do it yourself and make your own cards, and then know you know, you can divinate yourself and connect up. That's all I gotta say. All right. What else I gotta say, man, with this book? Now let me move to the mathematics. That was the part that really concerned me the most. I said, man, why doesn't people that got the book got their cards? Why haven't people got their cards? Why haven't they even created the cards? This is one of the most important things about the book. You gotta do that. You gotta make you gotta exercise this stuff. See, that's when we go to Islam and stuff, when it was talk about the Sunnah of the prophets rather than a Hadith, because the Sunnah represented the example. You know, the experience of expression through example, not something that somebody talks about, man. You can't just have this book on your shelf, man. You gotta utilize it, y'all, and you'll know what it can do for you. That's it. All right. So yeah, let me break this stuff down even more in reference to. Let me break this stuff down even more. You know, I'm gonna give y'all the mathematics on here. This is one of the most important things I want y'all to know. All right, supreme grandmother and grandfather alphabet. So that's what it is. That's what it is. All right, this is the grammar, the grandma, for real. That's why it's called grandmother alphabet, but affectionately is grandmother and grandfather, supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics or alphabet. All right. Yeah, let me do this first before I give y'all the alphabet. I gotta give y'all the numbers. Let me give y'all the numbers first. Let me give y'all the numbers real quick. So y'all know the numbers. Hopefully everybody knows these numbers. Like, you know, people talks about the me-we hand and everything like that. People throwing up the me-we hand, but a lot of times people don't know the math of the me-we hand and don't even know what the symbols are in the me-we hand. I got you right now. Here it is, right here. Just real quick. This is a real good build, man. This is a real good build for everybody that's coming in. This is the me-we hand. This is the trilogy of the me-we hand, and this is what people should know about the me-we hand. So the first thing is knowledge, right? All right. As you know, knowledge is the foundation of all things, a clear and certain perception of information learned by one's ability of listening, and observing. All right. That's the first principle, knowledge. All right. That's number one, y'all. That is number one. Honestly, I gotta read the book. I know it's sitting on your shelf. I know people asking me questions. I can tell people ain't reading. Now, if Gabriel affectionately told the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, read Iqra, why I gotta tell y'all to read? You know, I provided a book. I worked hard for y'all, man, so I can slow it down or speed it up for y'all at your discretion. So that's why I'm really, you know, adamant on telling y'all to read, man. Read the book that y'all got from me. And if y'all don't got the book, get the book. For real. I mean that. Get the book. You know, you'll know what I'm talking about. People asking me too many questions about the Messiah Code when you can get the book yourself. I got many books on this stuff. You know, people don't read no more. They just want to watch a YouTube video on it. That's not fair. That's really not fair when it comes to, you know, for all the people that worked hard to get, you know, at a level of knowledge. You know, that's disrespectful, man, to all the masters, man. That's very disrespectful. Now, look at this. I'm going to tell you the reason why. I'm going to bring you to a math that I like for is the body. When you look at number 20 in the Messiah Code, go look what it looks. It's called Muminun, which is the hidden one. All right, number 20. Now it looks like a person holding a book in their hand, and it guards the biceps. The part of the number 20 guards the biceps of the body. That's where it guards. All right. Now, far as the left bicep, actually it guards. So yeah, in reference to this, God put a book in your hand. Mu'minun means faithful, all right, the hidden one, but it means one who is of faith. God put a book in your hand and told you to read it, and through time and devotion, your biceps got bigger through calisthenics because you was holding that book in your hand the whole time. This is what I'm telling you. God made it where as though you can work on your mind and work on your body at the same time. Trust me on that. Trust me on that, man. That's why number 20 represents Mu'minun, which represents basically, one who is of faith, the hidden one. All right. But the first principle of this is knowledge. Man, knowledge, the foundation of all things, a clear and certain perception of information learned by one's ability of listening, and observing. All right. That's knowledge. Know that. All right, now we're going to go into the number 2, which is the second principle of the mathematics. All right, which is wisdom. Wise words spoken, experience from situations and events lived. That's number 2. You should know all of these by heart, y'all. Know all of these by heart as far as the mathematics is concerned. You know what I'm saying? Then you go into, you should know these things. Number 3, so below, understanding, the comprehension of a subject matter. That's all understanding is. It's just the comprehension of a subject matter. All right, then you go to number 4, all right, which is your culture. That's anything you do mentally, physically, spiritually, or financially. That's your 4. Mentally, physically, spiritually, or financially. That's your 4. Your culture. That's your 4. Know your mathematics, man. Very simple stuff, man. I'm giving this book away for free by reading it to y'all. And it's not fair that I'm reading it to y'all when y'all should be reading it yourself and mastering these things. Because these are maxims of law, and they're going to test you at a point. You know what I mean? Where it's a part of your being. So power. Remember, number 5 is power. All right? Know how to throw up the 5. Put the 5 up. Know how to put the 5 up. And 5 is power. Power is a force defined by its ability to overcome difficulty, build concrete foundations, reproduce itself through organization, whether it be mentally, physically, spiritually, or financially. Through the accumulation of people, resources, and property, it represents the essence of ultimate strength, and it holds dominion over weakness. So that's power. Master that, man. Master that meaning and master how to apply it to your life, man. All right. Now we're going to go to number 6, which is equality or equity. All right. The quality of being fair and impartial. That's equity or equality, man. All right. So we're going to go to page 121, which is which is 7, which is God, right? Which is the relationship with the experience, self-proclaimed as responsible for creation. So that's all is God, man. You can connect in any way you want to, but it still is the relationship with the experience, self-proclaimed as responsible for creation. That's God, man. All right. And God does have control in some sort of way, y'all. So know that. Know the power of God inside you. All right. So now we're going to go to number 8, which is build or destroy. And here we go. Build is any mental thought coming into reality through a material substance. Destroy is any negative words or actions making things go backwards instead of forward. So that's destruction right there. Build and destroy. All right. So now we're going to go to number 9. We're going to go to number 9. You should be able to throw these things up. Throw up the signs of the mathematics. Born any mental thought coming into reality through a material substance. All right. So that's the 1 through 9 in the mathematics. Now going to the supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics. I'm going to say this, y'all. Real talk. Keep it real. On this build. This is like, everybody should be on the alphabet. The alphabet is one of the hottest things you should be on with this book, man. I'm trying to tell you, because think about it. The elders always gave us an alphabet in like an acronym. It was like an acronym, more or less. The alphabet was an acronym, so you'll be able to utilize these principles in life. Not saying that this is what it means. Like, let's say if I say all, you say, oh man, I know all means this. But all is all and everything in creation, the substance that fills and surrounds what we know and don't know to be existence. So that's all. So you say, really? Yeah, harukmen, that's the first principle of oneness, which is all right, which is movement. Everything is in movement. So this is all in the Codex and how you apply it. So it's up to yourself. It's not saying like you got to look at it in a concrete sense. You apply it. It's a maxim. It's simply a maxim. All right. So now it has been elders that put out the mathematics years ago. We have updated the mathematics, the supreme grandmother and grandfather mathematics. That's why it has that title. All right, we updated it as of what you call 2019 of your Gregorian calendar. We have updated the mainframe. All right, that's all I want to let y'all know. All right, so this is important. This is important to know these principles. You know, I know people don't want to put in that work, but your faith is justified by your works, man. Trust me on that. This is what's so important about this. It's about knowing these principles. It's about knowing these principles. So what else I want to say in here in the book? Yeah, as you move through the book, you'll see, you know, you'll be able to apply this stuff, and you'll know clairvoyance. You'll be able to see all this stuff. I'm not reading the comments right now, but you know, I'm gonna read the comments in a second. I was just concentrating on this stuff. All right. But this is important for your education. For your education, this is important, y'all. That's all I gotta say. For if y'all want to know what the Messiah Code is about, this is what it's about. It's about invoking your leadership and about being better, man. Making good men better men and making good women better women. I don't know if y'all want to be that. Some people want to just be in their own vomit or be in their same bullcrap because they just cool. Trust me, man. Y'all gotta be wanting to do better, man. Trust me, man. If you just righteous in your own eyes, you ain't righteous at all. Period. Period, man. What else I want to say on here? I want to move forward a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna move forward a little bit. I'm gonna move forward a little bit. I'm gonna just talk about something else. I just really wanted to bust down this book, though. That was important to me. Busting down this book and just kicking it on this book, man. That was really important to me. All right. So what else? Bang bang. All right. So that's cool. I'm gonna move forward. All right, peace to the people. All right, I'm gonna read the comments. Shout out to everybody that comes in the building. I'm gonna read the comments. See what y'all talking about. All right, so Miss Phyllis, what you talking about? You say I love you guys. Oh, you talking about something else. All right. Look, man. Hopefully y'all can hear me clear. Shout out to our president, Miss Jasmine. Thank you, Miss Jazzy Fresh. Always holding down the team. I love you, Jazz. Shout out to everybody that's a part of the movement, man. You know, this stuff is important, man. You know, this knowledge, you know, sharing this information is important, y'all. That's all I gotta say. Hopefully, you know, we all growing. That's all I gotta say. Hopefully we all growing. You know, I don't put these books out for nothing, man. I work hard. It's called an application for a reason. That means you gotta apply it. You got to apply it. You have to apply it. You know, I can go into many things with those books, but you know, the best thing is just being prepared, man. Having your weapons ready for what we need to do in life, man. You know, we got something going on which is called the Pilgrimage Vacation. I want y'all to be there, man. I really want y'all to be there for the Pilgrimage Vacation. Real talk. I really want y'all to be there for the Pilgrimage Vacation. It's really going to be fun. It's going to be located in Newport Beach, California. All right, that's the central location, June 1st through June 7th. Now, like I said, we got a campsite right there. Shout out to Mr. Risa. What's up? Let me give a couple shout outs to everybody, man. If you in the building, state your name, put it in the comment section. Let me know you alive, man. Real talk. This is a participation thing. I really like people that participate. Let me know you alive. All right. Well, I'm going to ask my ancestors to leave me because I have to grow. That's all I'm saying. All right. That's cool, Miss Phyllis. All right. I have no problem with that. Only thing I can tell you is just put in work, yo. Put in work. People look at a mountain like a mountain is so steep. I told you, man. It's not, Horus doesn't mean mountainous one. It really doesn't mean he who moves mountains. It means he or she who it doesn't mean it means he or she who moves mountains, basically, y'all. You know, don't look at a mountain like, like the mountain is too steep, y'all. You're gonna move that mountain, man, and the mountain's gonna move with you. All right, that's only thing I can say. If y'all want to learn something, don't act like you too old or you too young to learn something new. All right, only thing we doing is growing. Period. And affectionately, I can say is that this is a survival plan. They trying to take us out as a people, man. As conscious-minded people that are growing into something else, they trying to take us out, literally. Mover of mountains. I like how Jasmine said that. Horus, we have changed the meaning of Horus. Yo, listen, y'all. We changed the meaning of Horus. Anybody tell that ass Horus means mountainous one? No, it means mover of mountains. My brother and my sister. Thank you, Jazzy Fresh, for correcting-ism of that. For the correcting-ism of that. Real talk. Man, mover of mountains, man. And you know his consort was Hathor, so she's the mover of mountains too. So if I'm coming down from the mountain, I'm guaranteed y'all all still connected up. I mean that. Peace to the people, man. This was an interesting build. I really got to put in some work today. I really got to put in some work on this mathematics. Real talk, I got to put in some work. Now, I can further break down this code. I can break down this code, man. This code is very easy, man. I told you it's a 1 through 31 sequence of time and space, period. That's the beginning and end, the alpha and omega. If I ask any one of y'all birthday, it flows between a 1 and 31 sequence, period. All right? So I had to do this build today on the book. I had to do the build today on this book. Now, I need a sister with a beautiful voice. I want to do something where she records the whole book, where she just reads the whole book. I want an audio book like that, and y'all will have to pay the sister for the book. To be honest, I want a sister to do that. She can get whatever. She can get whatever she wants. If she want half, I give her half of that. Whatever audio book that she creates, I give her half of it. How about that? If she reads the book, if I get a sister that audio book this, read it from front to back, and record it in a nice setting, and I got a studio, all you got to do is email it to me. You got to audio record on your phone. I got to wait for you to make money right now. make my book an audio book. If you got a beautiful voice, for any of y'all that got sisters on deck, look, listen. All right, this is what I want y'all to do. Tell them if they want to make some money, they can help me push my book. Only thing they got to do is read my book out loud over their phone, and I'll give them half of the proceeds. And we'll have different versions. It's not just one person to have a version. It'll be a whole bunch of people that'll make their versions of it. And whoever buys your audio book, you know, I'll give you half of it. How about that? You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So, yeah, shout out to Miss Phyllis. What's up? Only thing I can say is just learn, lady. Just do what you gotta do. Everybody got their own demons, man. You know, you gotta fight your own demons. I don't have no time to fight your demons. You know, I'm fighting them right here. I'm really fighting them. But I can't go into your corridors to fight your demons. Those demons you have to fight yourself. And that's real. That's the only thing I can tell you, sister. You have to fight those demons yourself. Yo, man, I'm giving you a lot of keys. I'm giving a lot of people a lot of keys to get out them doors that they are trapped in. Any type of room that you trapped in. Trust me on that. But just open yourself up to love. That's all I can say, and grow. You a good person, Miss Phyllis. We got a lot of people that got good hearts in this. You one of them. Just stay strong. That's all I can say. If you really want something great, be great and be a part of something that's great. That's it. You know, people don't do things that's important no more. You know, people don't do anything that's important no more. I'm telling y'all, this is important, y'all. This is a revolution. This is not a revolution where you picking up guns, but you picking up a mental gun. It's like a mental gun that you picking up. So it's like a weapon of mass construction. I told y'all that. They call it destruction, a mass destruction. Yeah, in a sense, because we destroying, we toppling the whole beast, man. Real talk. But I know, Miss Phyllis, you the template design of a lot of people, man. You belong here. You room 112. You belong here, man. If everybody tell me their birthday right now, you know, I bet you for some reason y'all supposed to be here. I bet you if everybody tell me their birthday, which is their log date, I'll break it down. I say, man, all of y'all connected. For some reason, y'all be like, man, why are we here? Well, tell me your birthday. I'll tell you why we here. Right now in this segment, I'm telling you why we here. Men and women lie, but numbers don't lie. You know, you are where you're supposed to be at. Your feet and your mind lead you in the right direction, and you really never led astray, even when you make mistakes. Trust me on that. You say, really? Yeah. Now, you going to learn from your mistakes, or you going to become more stupider? You know what I'm saying? I mean that. So 1117, look at you. You got look at this. 1117, that's 171. Facts. You right there. 1117. Look at it. 171. I shout you out all the time, Brother Charles. I always give a shout out to you. Shout out to my 711s, my 171s, 1117. Facts. I told you belong here. Who else is next? I've been giving a shout out to you all the time. I'll be like, shout out to my 171s, my 717s, my 711s. That's you. That's 1117. Facts. Facts. You belong here, bro. Thank you, Sister Jazz. Add them videos in that watch party. Yeah, you belong here, man. Everybody belong. Somebody else throw up see, 11, that's a hot thing. Brother Charles, 11 in the supreme grandmother and grandfather of mathematics. See, 11 so happens to be Hasud, and 11 is the scientist. All right, Yeah, it's the scientist, which is 17, El Yakub. So you got, because look, Hasub represents the network. It represents the king, all right? But 17 represents the analytical thinker. So you like an analytical thinker, man. You the king of being of analyzing stuff. You just a critical thinker, bro. You like thinking of stuff. You like thinking of things, but you about upgrading. That's what the scientist is about, bro. Sometimes people call you a mad scientist, but you about, you know, creating a kingdom. You all for the kingdom. You about your home life. You about what's precious to you, man. That's what the 11, what you got the 11 on. That's why you got the 11. You about what's precious to you, man. Who else I gotta do a join on? Shout out to Miss Theresa 5-3. Okay, let me do the thing on 5-3. I love 5-3 because 5-3 is Batul, and then you got Batul, and then you got the contemplative door. So 5-3 is, think about it. You got the baby hero and then the contemplative door. So this is your personality in reference to this. Think about this. This is the heroic quality that you can tap into in reference to the 5 and the 3. All right. So you got 5 as being the baby hero, okay, which connects with the woman, which is the hip, which is the right hip, not the left hip. Okay. So now this is saying this, all right, in reference to the baby hero. You are a superhero. Don't worry about saving the world, Miss Teresa. You are a savior in your own small community. All the 5s, everybody that has a 5, don't worry about saving the world. I know you worry about saving the world, but you can. Worry about saving that little small band that you're supposed to save. And that is the realm of contemplation. All right. You have a place where people can think at. You know, people come to you in a way to talk to you. That's why you got the number 3 as your second principle in reference to yourself. Okay. People come to you in reference to, you know, because they feel your warm spirit with the number 3. Yeah, and coming in as the second beat, but your first beat being the 5, that means you are the hero of your particular environment, the baby hero. All right, so just concentrate on, you know, your small environment and don't concentrate on the world. All right, Miss Theresa, that's you. Anybody else? I'll do a reading on them. I'll do a reading on somebody else. Hopefully that was good. That helped you out. I really thank you. I love you, sis. Thank you for sharing your log date with us. Anybody else that got a log date, you know, break it down. We'll break it down. But that's what I want you to do. I want you to be concerned with your small part of your planet. All right, that'll help you out. That'll really kill your stress. I mean that. Don't go higher than 10 people that you focusing on, Miss Theresa. Don't go higher than 10 people that you focusing on. All right, let's focus on 10 people. All right, people come at me at all time for advice. Well, that's room 112. Thanks. Welcome to the Terror Dome. You know, one thing about the 12, that's a tree. Remember that. 12 is a tree. How many times people go to the tree? That's a Beta Westii tree. Remember that, the birch tree. If you want to know about your spirituality, study the birch tree, Miss Phyllis. If you want to know about your spiritual being, go study the birch tree. All right? And then find out how does it apply to life. Go read Revelations chapter 12. All right? Thank you, Miss Theresa. Yeah. So, is there any more questions? I'm gonna let this flow until 141. 1041. I'm gonna let this flow until 1041. I'm on here for the next 7 minutes. Come on, man. Somebody hit me with a good question real quick. Somebody hit me with a hot question, man. This was a nice build. I love y'all, man. I love what we doing as a people. All right. I'll shout out to you, 311. 311, you know you belong here, Miss Jazzy Fresh. You the president. Shut up. Shut up. How do you know when you meet your twin flame? We call it a twin soul. We don't call it a twin flame. We don't call it a twin flame. You can go meet a twin flame if you want. We don't call it a twin flame though. We said we like water trying to get back to a greater body of water, man. We ain't no twin, it ain't no twin flames. We don't got a soulmate. Look, all right, I explained to this. All right, I like this. That was a good question. Miss Phyllis is asking me about soulmate and twin flame. All right. Thank you, Miss Teresa. Look at this. Let me explain this about soulmate and twin soul or twin flame. All right. So twin flames is something that it's just a fire of desire. That's just a one night stand. That's all a twin flame is. It's just a one night stand. Fires blow out. That's somebody that you can connect with on one occasion and they can bust your ass and then leave you. That's a twin flame. If you want a twin flame, I know a couple twin flames I can connect you with. They'll tell you everything that you want to hear. Bust your ass and be out. Flame on. Flame out. All right? You want a twin flame? Who wants a twin flame in here? I mean, you might want a twin flame. I don't know. Some people like twin flames. All right? I told people, man, look at this. It's a difference between a twin soul, a twin flame, a soulmate, and everything. I told people it's a difference between these things. Very easy. No, I don't want a one night stand. You said you wanted a twin flame, right? Somebody that really connect up with you that you don't know. You're like, wow, I never even met this person before. They just know me. I might as well give them some coochie. Flame on, flame out. Shout out to Queen Lisa. What's up? All right. So, look. So, we don't want no twin flames. Hopefully, you don't want a twin flame. All right. Hopefully, you don't want a twin flame. All right. I know I'm messing with you, but I just want you to listen. You know how I am. I'm BB LaMail. Big brother, baby brother LaMail. Whatever I am to you. I'm still brother LaMail. All right. I hear folks saying that, but I know, but when I'm telling you, I hear folks saying things too, and I just go and read and check into these things. When I hear people saying these things, and I study them. All right, because I'm concerned with the same thing. All right, so yeah. All right, so now let's move forward. Now you got let's talk about a soulmate. Let's talk about a soulmate. Everybody wants a soulmate. All right, I told you, you only got one life to live, period. It is no past. You didn't live in the past, and you're not going to live in the future. You only got one life to live. You will live into the future, but it's not like you want to live 100 lives. All right, you only got one life to live, period. So you have a soulmate. All right. Y'all come together and y'all be like gods. Y'all are like gods. Didn't it say that? He said, man, you'll be like gods. Of course, that means you're going to create like a god. You're going to create a soul. You're going to bring a soul into existence. All right? I'm telling you what's the subject. Just listen, I got you, miss. We talking about mates right now. I was talking about the math, but now we talking about what is soulmate, what is twin flame, what is soulmate, twin flame, twin soul. Yeah, we just talking about different things in reference to that. All right. So yeah, look, listen. Anyhow, like I said, a soul, what we call a soulmate is somebody that creates a soul. Now, when you get together and have a baby with somebody, that is a soulmate. Now, it's an explosion that happens. All right, listen to me. It's an explosion that happens. All right, literally. All right, you're gonna ask me, well, what kind of explosion happens, Lamel? I'm gonna tell you the type of explosion that happens. It's an explosion of good and of extreme hate and extreme love, and they hit. And when they hit, it's like this. Boom. All right, it's an explosion. All right, now you say, really? Yeah, it's extreme love and extreme hate. So while you got an explosion on one end of the planet like this, oh, bow, explosion, right? You got an explosion on the other end of the planet like this, bow, bow, bow. Yeah, you got two type explosions, because where there is life, there is death. That's what I want to let y'all know. So the creator separated these explosions because y'all could have destroyed a whole freaking city or a whole planet with having sex. So the creator separated these explosions and put these explosions on different sides of the planet or different sides of the galaxy, so they won't come in contact with each other and destroy what you would consider to be life itself by trying to create life. All right, so that's what happened. That's why it was dangerous being gods. The power of it. All right, and creating the soul, bringing something into the universe, man, out of nowhere, which is somewhere. This is so deep. Now, all right, that's a soulmate. That's a soulmate. When y'all make a baby, that's a soulmate, basically. Just because you got married with somebody, that's not your soulmate. Just because that's your boo thing, that's not your soulmate. Y'all didn't create a soul. All right? Now, you do have a twin soul. All right? Twin souls. All right? Now, twin souls, they come out in so many ways. All right? Let me explain this about twin souls. All right? Twin souls, they come in so many they come in so many combinations. They come in 2s and 3s and 4s and 5s and 6s and 7s and 8s and 9s and 10s. Now, every twin soul is not an identical twin to you. Every twin soul is not identical, meaning that every twin soul is not for sexual purposes. Some twin souls are just meant to be your friends. Some twin souls are meant to be your life partners, sexually and in a relationship. Y'all never have a baby, but y'all twin souls. All right, y'all water trying to get back to a greater body of water. Now, I told you the difference between a twin soul and a twin flame. A twin flame is nothing but a one night stand. That's a flame on, flame out. A twin soul is water trying to get back to a greater body of water. We were scattered and we just like water coming together. Hopefully this is clear. Hopefully this is clear. Now you can have a soulmate and a twin soul. A person can be your soulmate and your twin soul. And they can be your twin flame too. They can be all three in one, literally. They can be all that in a bag of chips. It's hard to get that combination where they're your twin soul, they're your soulmate, and they're your twin flame. It's hard to catch the three in combination. That doesn't make one greater than the next. Just to let y'all know. Just because I got a twin flame, sometimes twin flames are good. Sometimes twin souls are good. Sometimes soulmates are good for your situation. I don't know what your situation requires. Hopefully I explain this, man, totally so y'all get this. You know I got real fancy before when I start talking about this soulmate situation, twin souls and twin flame situation, and I never really got the hardcore explain it, but that's just a brief explanation of it. That's just a brief explanation of it. All right. So I'm gonna head out, man. Let me do this. I hope that was clear though, man. That was clear. I hope that was really clear about what a twin soul is, a soulmate, and a twin flame is. Period. I don't want nobody talking out of context when they talk about these things, because sometimes it be offending me. Y'all be thinking, what's up, Akshita Vita? Peace. Y'all be thinking some stuff, it offends me, man. Sometimes when people be talking, I be like, man, that stuff offends me. It don't be like I be like that. It just be offending me. Because I want y'all to be clear with things. I want y'all to be clear with everything. Period. I mean that. Nah, you ain't missed this, Miss Queen Lisa. This was a hardcore joint. I break down a lot of stuff from start to finish on this video. This ain't no joke. Can I get a share? This video is a problem. This video is a problem. I break down the book, the 141 hand manual. I put the damn book on the screen for y'all. That was the hottest thing I did in this video. I put the damn book on the screen for y'all. I don't know if anybody ever did that. They're like, people sleep on my goddamn channel like that. Real talk. I don't mean to say it's mine, but this is ours because I give myself to the movement. But damn it, people sleep on the ingenuity of this work, of what I do to give y'all this shit. They say, man, this ain't the normal Facebook. You goddamn right, this ain't the normal Facebook, honey. Why you think they suppressing my views and niggas is getting crazy views off of dumb shit? Trust me on that. They say, man, you doing too much. You gotta pay for that. We know what's up with you. You try and get the people. They know what I'm doing. They said, man, you doing too much. You know too much. You gotta pay us. I'm not paying them niggas nothing. I'm not boosting my post. Fuck you. I'm not boosting a damn thing. I'm not paying for no promotion. Everything we moving from is from the heart. Period. I'm not boosting a goddamn thing. What else I want to say before I get off? This is ingenuity, man. Freaking ingenuity to do this stuff. Put this stuff together. Like I said, I broke down my book. I took y'all to my book on here. Like, whoever did that, where they went to their book, they went to their goddamn their book and said, well, look, I'm gonna break down my damn book for y'all. Man, come on, man. That was hard. That was hard body. People ain't even reading no goddamn more. People ain't reading no goddamn more. I read my damn book for y'all. I said, man, y'all ain't reading my book. I'm going to read my book for y'all. Since niggas don't want to read and people don't know how to apply this stuff, I said I'm going to read it for you. I mean that. Affectionately. I don't mean to offend you. But for real, I mean that, y'all. My fault. This thing's going haywire a little bit. But y'all know what I'm talking about. It's going haywire a little bit, but Yeah. I'm serious. I did this. I broke down this book, y'all. I broke down my book, man. I went to different portions of my book so y'all can get it for yourself. For real, man. I mean that. I don't know what's going on with it now, but it is what it is. What else I want to say? Nah, man, this was a fun build, y'all. That's it.
Yeah. A rush on the beat. A couple seconds to blood. I got this pen in my palm like I'll be writing.
I love y'all.
I'm hoping they work. Focus on getting this weight up. A hustle. The force. I upgraded the Terminator. No armor source. Work up. Set. I weather up.
Peace to all the people, y'all. Real talk. I mean that. You know, I'm a real dude too. I love you, Miss Akshita. I love everybody. I'm out. I'm in a safe, Lord knows that I'm winning. I'm at the ball spending money and winning. I do the deuces on a win. I'm winning, safe and grinning. From prison, still making money and winning. I'm mobbing, puffing weed and popping. Talk gossip, still making moves and deposits. I'm working, I kill the block, man, I'm perfect. On purpose, you bring the bras and I'm flirting. I'm waiting, cause these niggas is hating. You hating, cause you always was faking. Shoot them down, I'm at the range. Hit the mall, I cop the chain. Got a collar chick that give me brain. You gasoline, I'm propane. Money so long and I'm getting these racks. By clicking and follow me taking the mat. I'm popping these willies, I'm leaning it back. I'm winning casinos, I'm shooting the craps. Winning. All right, peace to the people. I love y'all, man. 747, 24/7, 361 degrees. Peace.